I now call this second day, fourth regular session to order. Please all rise for a moment of silence. Thank you, members, and good morning again to the members, our public in the gallery, and our viewing public on TV this morning. Clerk, please call the roll.
Mr. Speaker,
Present.
Representative Peralta,
Present.
Representative Benavente, Representative Blanco,
Here.
Representative Borja, Representative Camacho,
Yeah.
Representative Castro,
Yeah.
Representative De Leon Guerrero,
Yeah.
Representative Flores,
Present.
Representative Guerrero,
Yeah.
Representative Vitabus, Representative Lizama,
Present.
Representative Manglonia,
Present.
Representative Mariquita, Representative Peter,
Here.
Representative Probes, Representative Cristina Sablan, Representative John Paul Sablan,
Estiga.
Representative Villagomez, Representative Yumo. Mr. Speaker, 17 members are present and 3 members are absent.
Thank you, Clerk. With 17 members present, constitutes a quorum to conduct today's session. Please take note, Clerk, that Representative Roman Benavente, Representative Edmond Villagomez are excused for today's session. And we have Representative Joey Tibus who just walked in. Who else do we have that's not present?
Just the 2.
Just the two? Please take note the Representative Benavente and Representative Villagomez is here by excuse, and that's 18 present, right?
Yes,
We have
correct,
18
Mr.
present, so it constitutes a quorum to conduct today's session. Thank you again, Clerk. And go down to public comments. The podium's open for any member of the public. Okay, with no one for public comments, we'll pass on journals, bills, resolutions, communications from the governor, Senate communications, House communications, judicial communication, departments and agency communications, miscellaneous communications, reports from standing committee, reports from special and conference committee, unfinished business, and we'll head right into resolution calendar. And with that, I recognize the floor leader.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. And under resolution calendar, we have one for today's action, and that is House Resolution number 21-34, a House resolution to recognize and commend 21, House Resolution 21-35, a House resolution to recognize and commend Ms. Colin Joyce for her significant role as the census advisor and her extraordinary contributions to the 2020 census of the Commonwealth of the Northern Marianas Islands. I move for its adoption.
Thank you, floor leader. A motion has been placed by our floor leader for the adoption of House Resolution number 21-35 and has been seconded. Discussion on that motion. Ready? All those in favor, please say aye. All those opposed, please say nay. Motion carries. House Resolution number 21-35 is hereby adopted. Thank you, members. And we're skipping on bill calendar. And just a notification to the members under bill calendar, House Bill 21-106, Representative Lipon will be sharing with all the members an updated version of that legislation. And he will be explaining more under miscellaneous. Thank you. So under miscellaneous, I recognize Representative Lipon Guerrero, please. Sarge, please provide the members copies of the...
Could we take a 10 minutes break? I think, Mr. Speaker, we don't have enough copies.
Okay.
To
Take a break.
give one to Tina first.
Hey, members, we're back into session, and Rep. Lipon, you still have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. So members, on page 4, this just some technical on line 12, we included under Director, the Office of Planning and Development, and then line 13, strike off office and put bureau and coastal quality, and then line 20, we put the executive director and managing director on 21. Going further to line 5, page 5, we deleted line 7, number 14, the chairperson and embedded president. Then line 9, delete the governor's strategic economic development, which was replaced to the governor's council of economic advisor. In line 12, including one member of the House. Line 14, including one member of the Senate. And then line 16, the Chief Executive Officer of CHCC is added. Line 18, Secretary of Department of Finance. 19, Executive Director of the Commonwealth Port Authority. Line 20, number 21, the chairperson of the Marianas Alliance of Non-Governmental Organization. Page 6, line 1, 22, a representative of the education system. Line 2, special assistant of the Commonwealth Bureau of Military Affairs. Line 4, the Secretary of Department of Community and Cultural Affairs. And line 6, the Commissioner of Department of Public Safety. That makes it to 25 members. This was the recommendation of OPD, Mr. Speaker. I hope that members would support this substitution bill in our next session. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Rep. Lipon, and thank you for providing the members with the substitute version and shows the underlining changes and additives that you wanted to place on the legislation with the recommendation from OPD. So members, please review the legislation, that the substitute version, and should there's a need to add stuff or maybe consider to take some of the stuff out before the next session, we can work with the mover of the legislation on that. Thank you again, Rep. Lipon. Any more under miscellaneous? Rep. Martita, miscellaneous? Yeah, we're under miscellaneous. We're not acting on the legislation. The legislation will be acting on in the next session. Rep. Lipon's just providing the members the substitute version so they have time to digest it. Okay. Any more under miscellaneous? Rep. Marco Peter, please.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Actually, it's quite a lot here to soak in with regards to the school coming back probably on the September 20th. But so while PSS is preparing to get everybody online, I saw that there was an RFP that's going to be it's been out. So the due date is on 8/20, but basically it's just to upgrade the system. But with regards, so my office has been meeting with DOCOMO and IT&E, and there's quite a big challenge with our public school systems, and especially with respect to the private schools that started the past few days. From personal experience with my kids that started, there's been a lot of freezing with regards when they go on video, whether it's Zoom or Edmodo, I believe, and another application. So there've been dropped calls, dropped videos, freezing of during class time. So with the teachers down at the private schools, they would do the sessions over there. The internet is quick, but the access to internet from the homes is it depends on which area you're at, whether it's a DOCOMO service or IT&E service. There are challenges throughout the islands, and with the few private schools that started the last few days and the issues that they're running through, this is going to happen to our public schools, and we're continuously communicating with Docomo and ITNE, see how we can assist them. My goal is to be able to, at least for a year, get internet service through the island, but if we can find a grant that we can work with, so at least for a year during this COVID pandemic, to assist with the public school system. Because right now with the RFP that's going out is to upgrade the system for the teachers, which is great. But when you go from precinct 4 down to precinct 1, the access to internet is pretty bad. And a lot of our kids don't have access to internet unless, for example, within my precinct, the Miha Housing, they have to sit by the road next to Miha Housing. I mean, next to the restaurant, Century Hotel, just to gain access, to have access to internet. So I just want to list some of the few with regards to, I mean, since there's only 2 internet service providers here, or telecommunications on the island with respect to Docomo and ITNE. Let me see. Just give me a few minutes, seconds here. Unsure with the virtual application or platform that PSS we utilize. There's not enough cash that with regards to Docomo that they're able to provide. I will not name the villages yet, but with regards to specific villages, it's gonna bog down the videos with when PSS gets into a session. You know, it's not. I do want our kids to get back there, but I want equal learning access, right? So with PSS opening on actually 9/8, September 8. Just sitting down with Docomo and ITNE, I don't think they're ready for this. So I just let my good colleagues know, just let your constituents know that my office is continually working with Docomo and ITNE to see if ways that we can get our communities access. If we can get them free access to the online learning, at least for the year during this pandemic, because I don't think that, for example, if we're going to go to Cagman High and they're going to place a server like at the community center, so that, you know, most of the kids will go by that community center to gain access to that. It defeats the purpose of social distancing and whatnot. But just to let you know, for the public's information, I'm working hard with trying to see what we can do to get the internet service throughout the islands in our respective districts 1 and 2. Thank you.
Thank you, Rep. Peter. And you know, and I think we're not the only jurisdiction. I believe even the mainland's facing the same problems with the access, with this different type of learning situation now that they have to provide to our students. So thank you for your efforts in reaching out to ITNE and Docomo. I hope that we can get more updates from you in the coming weeks. And under miscellaneous, we have Rep. Manglonia and then Rep. Lizama.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Just to add on to what Rep. Marco was saying, I think maybe you can even request with PSS to expand the Wi-Fi on Wheels program. I know in Rhoda there's a van with Wi-Fi that parks around certain locations in the villages where kids can go in and utilize the Wi-Fi that they have on the vans. And so they drive around every day. I think that was when summer school was in session, I believe, or even it's still going on even after the session ended. They do have some locations with Saipan, so maybe, yeah, like I said, checking with PSS to expand. But what I think is going to happen for at least on Rhoda, or from what I've heard from my last conversations with the administrators down there, is that the students will be getting tablets with maybe MiFi or something like that. So if the chairman of education is here to explain more, or maybe call them in to get more information. Thank you.
Thank you, Rep. Manglonia. Rep. Lizama, please.
Thank you, Chairman. speakers. Chairman PUA. Okay. When we have the PSS here on the hearing, I asked a question to the guy that is responsible with the federal grants. I think you also need to communicate with him, because just dealing with Adelcomo and IT&E with the help with that guy will probably speed up the request. So I thought I'd share this with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Representative Zama. Any further under miscellaneous? None? Announcements? Rep. Castro, please, and then Rep. Itibos.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Just a quick announcement to remind about Tuesday afternoon's FFA meeting at 1 o'clock here at the chamber. And on a lighter note, Mr. Speaker, I want to take the time to recognize one of the members of our media who's in the gallery, who I believe it's her last day or last week covering the legislature and the Hill. So to Eva, please raise your hand if you don't mind. Just want to take the time to say thank you for covering the legislature, and wish you the best of luck in your future endeavors. And I know definitely we'll miss you, and wish you the best of luck again. That I yield, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Rep. Castro, and Eva, thank you for your services. I think some of the members are relieved that you're leaving. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. But thank you for your service, and good luck on your endeavors. Rep. Itibos, please.
Thank you, Speak. It's just to inform the health and welfare members and also all the members that next week, August 27, we will be having Zoom with Dr. Terry De Leon Guerrero Terrell. She's from the States. She called me, or rather called up Chairman Guerrero here last 2 weeks, and wanted to share the technologies that they having out there in the mainland. With us, Mr. or Chairman Lee Guerrero here referred her to me, and I've been communicating with her and with the things that she's sharing with me on the GoMed technology. It's really interesting, and I believe it would help our health facility out here. So with that said, I set up an appointment with her for Zoom next week, Thursday, 9:30 a.m., and we'll be doing it here in this chamber. As soon as I get the confirmation of that ID number and everything, I will forward to the members. So please do come and join. It's really interesting. There's a lot of questions that I know you guys would love to ask her. Thank you.
Thank you, Rep. Itibos. Any further on the announcements? None? Members, again, a reminder, session next week at 10:30, and we'll be presenting 2 resolutions on that day, at least 2. And also on Tuesday at 10 a.m., OPD will be here to do a presentation on the updates of the programs that they've been working on, and also to have some Q&A with the members should we have any other concerns or anything that we would like for them to assist us with. Any further on the announcements? So that's Tuesday at 10 a.m. with OPD, and Wednesday at 10:30 for House session. Okay. All right. Floor leader, under adjournment, please.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. At this time, I make a motion that we adjourn, subject to your call. So move.
Thank you, floor leader. Motion for adjournment has been placed by our floor leader and has been seconded. Discussion on that motion. Ready? All those in favor, please say aye. All those opposed, please say nay. Motion carries. We are adjourned. Thank you again, and have a good afternoon.